Our topic this evening says, is Biafra restoration a call for war? First of all, I will start with the definition of the word restoration. Restoration returning. Now let's restore Biafrans and our late hero and legend Dean Chukwuemeka Onyeibe fought for restructuring and restoration, but the youth animal creature in human form go on called for war. Our mothers are being slaughtered on daily basis out of hell desert by our so-called Asians. All we are asking is for the restoration of Biafra land. Nothing else. We are not calling for war, but there are so many options on the table, you know. Whichever our enemies want, we give it to them because we are formidable. We are the indigenous people of Biafra, the rich nations, our ancestral rights, and a call for bringing back to for Biafra restoration.
Hey, Comrade Sherma, I think we have a bad network. Comrade Sherma, I think we have a very bad network. So we're not really hearing you right now. So maybe I would like to take it from here because we can't hear you at all. So apologies to all our listeners. You can see the network is bad. Our comrade is making her presentation, but the network is not making it make us to hear her. So our apologies. It's a situation that is cannot be controlled. So having said that, I want to use this time to greet you, Mazi George Onyeibe, members of IPOB, Deputy Leader Mazi Ushemefo, our supreme leader, His Royal Majesty, Sir Nnamdi Kanu, and all our listeners. I am Madam Josephine Anirejurishe Erewa. I am Ishakiri Urobo speaking Biafran from the coastal region, Biafra land. Our topic this evening is Biafra restoration a call for war? This is tactics of the British and the fake fraudulent caused Islamic zoo government to confuse the gullible minds of the society. And before I go further, I want to address Yorubas in Biafra land. It came to our attention, my attention, that when Biafra is mentioned, Yorubas in Biafra land, you get angry and you start saying, there is going to be another war. Igbos are bringing war. You are in Biafra land. You are Oduduwa. So why would you come talking about war when we are talking about Biafra restoration? You should go and restore Oduduwa. Go get Oduduwa and don't tell us that Biafra restoration is a call for war. You Yorubas, I am addressing you, all of you in Biafra land. You are in Biafra land, so don't talk like that. Go get Oduduwa. Go get Oduduwa. Okay, that is one. Then I want to also talk to mock news. I was listening to you on Facebook. Now, Robo, now you call yourself, so make I talk to you in Robo. Now, I don't know whether I'm a real Robo you be, because I never see you dress like Robo. And also your hair, the way your hair be, Robo, now they do hair like that. So, well, only pop women, what we want a big time, what I know, mock news, I'm everywhere now. One you work bad, men, what we keep with Becky on Robo, what the big town no what body who saw people and you buy your boy or Tari Biafra Yabareta. What that one along my wife Biafra in a cat draw also where we're picking her come off Robo. Everywhere you not look like Robo picking. Well, mock news. So whether now I be your Fulani, make you go meet your papa over there. Not the way you even they braid your hair. Robo now they do that. You are a disgrace. So make you not pretend to say now Robo now you be. We are not calling for war. So having said that, I can attest how Oduduwa inflicted bias on us, the coastal region people during the war, that the British fought for Gowon. It is like the Oduduwas took our mind, and that's what they are still doing right now. Took our minds and locked it very tightly in a box. And then they locked the box in a dark room to prevent us from knowing our identity, that we and Igbos are Biafrans. How very poisonous is Yoruba media, that they penetrated deeply into our minds and robbed us of our sense of thinking. That made us to wrongly judge Igbos. That made us to wrongly perceive the name Biafra as stigma name to mean Igbo is rebel. That is the extent of the grievous harm and damages that Yoruba media did to cage and poison our minds, the people of coastal region. Meanwhile, the British, the cabals, and the Yorubas connived to give us bits and pieces of names as if slicing steak of meat for their consumption. Midwest, Bendel, Southeast, South, Delta, Niger Delta, Edo, to their heart content, just to further divide and split us apart. Inside the Frederick Lugard, Flora Shaw experimented worthless Nigeria. But as can be seen in recent years, our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, Biafra Restoration, and prophet of our time, have unlocked the dark, evil hunting spell that the British, the cabals, the Yorubas might have cast on us to blindfold us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu helped us to find ourselves, to know our Biafran identity. And since the British, the Fulani terrorists, and the Yorubas can no longer stigma Igbo Biafra with the word rebel, they resorted to using another fabricated dirty media propaganda politics to speculate that the Biafra restoration is a call for war. Why would seeking for freedom to get out of the bondage and the shackle of the slavery of the contraction Nigeria be a call for war? This is not the 1966 to 1970 when the British fought the bloody genocide war for Gowon that took the lives of over 3 million Biafran men, women, children, and unborn children. And if these Fulani terrorists think that they have British and Obama and the Islamic world engineering them to be threatening us with the drum beat of war, we are not afraid. We are IPOB. We are resolute. We stand to defend our God-given Biafra land, the land that the Chukwu Okike Abiyama Elohim created for us, the people of Biafra. The land belongs to us Biafrans, and we are calling on the world leaders and all lovers of freedom to hear our plight and tell the British royal government, the British Anglican Bishop of Canterbury, to let off their tight grip hold on Biafra. We are Biafrans. Biafran is ours. Biafra needs us. We need Biafra. We are not calling for war. We are asking for restoration of our great nation, Biafra. Oh, how we need Biafra, Elohim. Oh, how we need Biafra. Oh, how I love Biafra, because Biafra first loved me. If you are a Biafran, you call yourself a Biafran, wherever you are, and you still have not joined IPOB, go look for IPOB to join. Time is of the essence for you to rise up and do your part as a Biafran for the restoration of our great nation, Biafra. I'd like to speak briefly to my people. On my way, the Mokanga, Aja Mokanga, Ishakiri Mokanga, Moda one where any rejurisha no for. My Ontana winner Gigi, Dun Torisha Mugbere, Torisha Mugbi Shakiri, Ali Shakiri, Ishaki Giwa Apiale Welude. Ayi Oba Shogun Bagba, Shogun. Don't renga Iroke, Biri Fulani, Biri Britabi British Akra Mema, Eya Wino Ogibale Ishakiri, Ishakiri and Porotorate Garanopwell of Biafra to Adno Giwe, Baranga da Pora Wedwana, Amajaji Roke Lega, Mokaje Bakura Shakiri Amashapa. Tola Masakpa, Iroke wa bad na wa I pop do I can't pop Ishakiri. So Ishakiri and not Magbara Mogi Twale Nuboe. Urobo Ado, you see what do a miracle. Mina Mira Tomo Point na Otari Biafra, Obawaeta, and no Tori Biafra na no Rufubo, Rojo Rufubo. Then water Robona Agolo Boroga never Agole of him. Anna Opomi. Or what they of him? Or Johnny or John Tarata or Joe Taro for me. Or Taro on your Kurobo. Oh, you became more robo. Oh, you became Biafrans in Jobi. Onyata, and Ojotare. Oh, for me, now they want a robone. Or Johnny, or if one in Yoruba see your bar, so to do, I'll see. Yeah, me pull on here where he British, or I can not in a yard of Noa, Urobo, one toma, one soma, one Gokoma, or Borojo, what's are the young me, or joke for me, what were the young me? On ye, Oswara, Job, Unamdi carry a cano on your tario, Metate Chana, Urobo, Mieni, Messiagua. I handed this mic over to Comrade Patricia.
Yeah. Thank you, Mama. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on your time zone. My name is Patricia Onyeibe. I hail from Newi, Anambra State in Biafra land. And while we are here again this evening, we have come on this topic. Is the call for restoration of Biafra, a call for war. But before I will go on, I want to salute my able leader, my prophet, our king, Mazi, and I thank God for him, for what the Lord has done in bringing him at this crucial time, for making him have the love that he has for us. Because it takes only God's love to save people like us, just like the Israelites. So I thank you, Mazi. May Elohim continue to empower you and to bless you and to shield you. I salute our deputy, Mazi, and I thank God for what you're doing. May Elohim continue to strengthen you and grant you the wisdom as you continue in this struggle until our nation comes. I salute you, our African rep, Mazi Onyeibe. I bless God on your behalf because it's not easy where you are with the rest of our families in that continent. May God bless you and strengthen you and empower you and protect you and grant you every wisdom and strength that it takes to do what you're doing. And I salute every principal officer, wherever you may be. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to strengthen you people and help each family member of IPOB so that we'll be focused, resolute, and faithful to the call, especially now that the battle has been drawn. Anyway, coming to our topic, is the call for the restoration of Biafra a call for war? Of course. Anybody that tells you that it's a call for war, you must have to know that that person not only is a devil's child, but is our enemies. It's only our enemies that will come to tell you that freedom is war. It's only our enemies like the Fulani Janjaweed, the Duduwas that are jealous and cowards, and then the Efulefus that are found in our Biafran land. The so-called, the chief, the governor, the elders with white hair that knows nothing. They are the ones that will come to tell you that it's a call for war. But I want to tell you all here tonight, listening to us, that the restoration of Biafra has never and will never be a call for war. Right from the start, our noble leader, prophet, has severally stated that he has chosen the path for peace. The dialogue that he has been talking about, to sit on the table and discuss, because he was trying to, avoid the bloodshed. Biafrans are not meant for killing anybody. They have never gone out to impose anything or to conquer anybody or to impose their religion or their name on anybody. They are free will people. They just want to be on their own. They like peace. They are children of God. He has always been saying me that he doesn't want war. They have asked him several times. He said, no, I choose the peaceful approach. And yet people will come out, jump from one tree to another like monkeys and baboons and tell you that it's a call for war. And all this stuff that is a call for war that they are bringing out in the media and gossiping left to right. Has any of you Biafrans killed anybody? Has any of you, like the Fulanis are doing, like the X-Men are doing, like the Boko Harams are doing, have you people ever done anything like that? When you go on to protest, it's only with your flag and you're singing and dancing. How come somebody comes and tell you that you're asking your quest for freedom to be on your own, self-determination, that is accepted in every way, all over the world? And somebody is telling you that it's a call for war, and you are there seeing war from your enemies, slaughtering, butchering, closing every port, every sea, every road, no hospital, no school, no business, no nothing. They are killing you, taking your farms and your land. burning your houses. That is war going on. And you have not retaliated. You've handed in your guns. And they're still telling you that your question, asking to go out and be on your own, is a call for war. Are you people mad? Can't you reason? It's never a call for war. Anybody telling you that, just spit on that person's face or slap that person so that his senses will come back to him. If it's a call for war, why are there other nations that left from where they were before left without war? We had the Great Exit. Did they fight for going out under self-determination, under referendum? No. Did the Eritreans that went out through referendum, did anything happen? No. Even Adamawa, when it was voted out or into Nigeria, was it not through referendum? The same thing that is enshrined in the United Charter for Human Rights, self-determination, which Britain used it and went out from AU. And you people are there, somebody telling you don't go out because they are using your brain, they are taking your resources, they are putting you in that dungeon, in that darkness, nigger area. And they are telling you if you want to rise up to take what belongs to you, that is a call for war. It's not. Of course you should know that. It's only the gullible that says that it's a call for war, but it's not. So this evening, I want to let you people know, all of you that are giving ears to these gullible satanic children, telling you that going out of bondage and shackles of darkness, suffering and poverty, that is a call for war. When you have not done anything, when you have not killed anybody, they are the people killing you. They are the people bringing the war. And they're telling you if you want to go out, it's a call for war. It's not. So my people, you have to listen to what our leader is telling you, not what any other person is telling you. Because our leader has come for peace. And through this self-determination, through referendum, through God's doing, you will be what you are called to be. God is a God of freedom. And if you call for freedom, you are not doing anything evil. I want to speak to my people in my dialect. Ndị Igbo, ndị Biafra, ebe ọbụla all over the world. I johera imekuno mara because most of you in akunu na prefer go chom asiri here asiri there. Karibu no nodi no kunu wo ọkụkọ wo ewu. Unu na-aza chief n'eze. Onye mepụrụ onye ọ dịrị. Unu ejiri maka ya a na-egbu ụmụ na-aga unu n'ụbọchị. Na-atụgharị ahụ unu na-asị ka ọba ya achọghị wụọ, ya achọghị wụọ. Ma everyday ka a na-egbu unu na-achakasị unu. Na-egbu agụ unu, na-egbu nne unu, na-egbu ma nna ndị agadi onweghị onye ahụ. Binye n'otu na-deceive si n'onwe unu maka ego azụ. Na-asị na na-achọghị ọgụ ma ọ bụ enye n'ebe unu nọ. Binye n'ọkọ sonu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chineke zitere ya ọsọ pụta unu dịka Moses n'Israel. Banyenụ na IPOB, call for freedom. Ka ị nwere onwe gị nọdụ na ana nna gị nyere gị, Chineke nyere gị, ọ bụghị a call for war. Okwu a na-akpọ maka udo ụmụ Chineke. Ọ bụla ka ọ ha n'ọnụ. Ka m nye mic to my fellow comrade. Madam Ojukwu, I pass the mic to you. Thank you.
Thank you, my fellow comrade Pat. Thank you. May Kokadama bless all of you. Good evening, my lovers of freedom. Good night, good morning, depending on your time zone. Mazi Onyeibe, I salute you, Chineke. Good evening. Thank you for your great work. And all our presenters, our radios, you people are doing great job. Thank you very much. Good evening, my able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our mentor, our Madike one of Biafra land. You are our savior. Thank you so much. Good evening. Mazi Wachineke, thank you very much. I greet you. IPOP worldwide and all the principal officers. I'm using this opportunity to salute all of you for your wonderful work all of you are doing for we Biafrans. More grace to your elbow. I'm always saying that. You people are making us proud, but we have to do more because we must surely go home. We must surely go home. Thank you very much. Yes, my comrades, we have said, you people have said it all. Yes, our topic this night, we always come with a good topic and let the world hear from us. Yes, is Biafran restoration a call for war? The capital is no. But let me just sing one song before I make few points on this topic because my comrades, they have said it all. My sing goes like this. We are Biafrans marching for our freedom. In the name of Chukwokika Biama, we shall conquer. That is it. Well, the restoration of Biafra, our great nation, is not a call for war. But the only solution, that is the reason why we are here fighting tooth and nail to restore our lands. This solution we are pushing today is to stop the killing of Biafrans every day. Since 1945 till today, Biafrans all over the world, especially Biafran land, is being killed. Some of them, they are all inside prison without doing anything. Because while they carry their flag and say that they want to be alone, thank God, thank Chukwokika Biama for the life of our Onyeibe, our mentor. I'm always praying for him because he is the person that is making that brought all of us together to know what our future generation want and what we want in our life. Although some people since Sojuku, our Odumegwu, has left, a lot of people have been struggling, fighting, but today, no way, we are still on it. Yes, which people knows. So I'm urging this opportunity, especially to talk to our elders, governors, Igwes, mostly in Biafra land. The restoration of Biafra is not a call for war. Nigerian government must allow Biafran to go. We need to go home. The amalgamation the British government has brought to us, the amalgamation has finished for almost 100 years. I think 2014 till today. I want to ask our leaders, Biafran leaders, Ohanezes, are you people trying to enter another amalgamation? The answer is no. That is the reason why we are urging government of Nigeria, zoo, core country, because although they don't have any president in Nasarok, but you people know, you're supposed to know what you people are. You're supposed to stand up and join this struggle and join in Nnamdi Kanu, asking Nnamdi Kanu what is the problem that we need to restore our nation. The young man has done this when he was incarcerated in Ikuje prison. I could remember when he came out, he went to Naiwodo, the Ohaneze, and the chairman of People's Club of Nigeria. Because Ohaneze, I don't know the meaning of Ohaneze. Ohaneze and Igbo are there 90, 60, 80 years. But their children are being killed every day. But they are not saying anything. I want to use this opportunity as we are the owners of the land. IPOP means the indigenous people of Biafra. That is, we are the owners. Before we want to be as we are before the British join this construction, you Oduduwa, Hausa, Fulani, they are not in Nigeria because their land is Sahara Desert. They are just immigrants in Nigeria. You want Nigeria, my people, that is over. I'm using this opportunity to say you want Nigeria is over. It's for our food, because we will not be here being mothers. Then our sisters and brothers will be killing on daily basis, slaughtering them like animals, slaughtering us. We cannot go to farm again. We cannot do anything. And because of blood money and all the small coins, the caliphate and the blood money they are collecting from Abuja, that is the reason why Naiwood and Co with the governors, then that is the reason why they are not saying anything. None they cannot make any speech. They will say that he is talking trash. Let me tell you people, I'm using the 24 hours and praying. Any of you that is raising his or her head and say that we will not restore our land, Biafra, may Chukwuokike in heaven strike that person. As from today, you must change. Strike that person to dead, he and his generation, and Biafra must come. We are here, we are now to restore our land. We are not fighting for Duduwa land. We are not fighting for Hausa land. What are we talking about? For how long are we going to continue being in this phase? Every day, all our radio 24 hours, we could continue crying. Still, some idiots, I'll call them idiots. Because of this struggle, I don't know before that men, they can gossip past women. Men, instead of you to call your brother, this thing you are doing, how are we going to do it? Join the chorus. You will be in your bed, continue gossiping. Nnamdi Kanu do this. Nnamdi Kanu do this. IPOP. Yes, if Nnamdi Kanu did not, that is, brought this IPOP, the indigenous, me and you don't know anything. By this time, Hausa Fulani, they're supposed to be killing everybody. You continue running from America to Europe, my dear, but you must surely go home. This is the home that God has blessed. That land is for we, Biafrans. So Biafra, I'm urging you people this night to wake up. Wake up. The saboteurs, the baby suckers. If you don't like what we are doing, I've been saying it 100 times in number. Enter, just tell your wife this night, make it give you one wrapper. Use that one wrapper, enter her bed and sleep there. Shut up your mouth. Whether you have 100 years or 90 years, and the Biafrans, if you are above 40, you are elders of Biafra. Because as our elders don't know their right unless they change, they have to stop. Tell Hausa Fulani to stop killing because we are Christian. You people don't know that these people want to make all of us to be Muslim. You don't know. We are Christians. We don't need that. Anybody want to be Muslim, let it be Muslim. But we are Christian. That is our land. What are we talking about? Every day we continue shouting, crying, and some people will be there talking trash, ashroking their life, talking rubbish. I call it rubbish. So, but my fellow Biafrans, we will not tired and we will not stop. We have born. God have reincarnated us to recover what our grandpapas and mama didn't get. This is the time we are going to recover, that is restore our nation. Whether rains fall, whether any propaganda, whether they like it or not. And if Nigeria fail to give us Biafra in peace, we are going to get it in pieces. Go and mark this night. If we are afraid to give it to us in peace, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with IPOP, Biafra all over the world, we have been handling this in peace, following these people, going the whole world. Thank God. Let me tell you people, this is not 1954 or 1950, no. 67, no. We are now in 20th century. So everything that is happening in that land, the whole world is seeing all of you. So we have to stop suffering, being this slave. Biafra and God have created us and we have great for so many things. Our natural resources, we are not benefiting anything. No light, no water, nothing. You will run away, go to China, go to Europe, but everything is in your land. You don't think about it. God brought somebody that can lead you to that promised land. You are there in that corner saying trash. Shame on you. But may Elohim help all of you to change. Thank you, my fellow Biafra. Let me just say my few words, because if we continue saying what is in that country for Today, every day, nobody will sleep. But God, I thank you for giving us strength. We will continue agitating until we restore our nature. That is the reason why we are here today. God has already blessed us, all of us, and give us that power. So thank you very much. Let me say my few words. Madam Tesio from Newi South. Na the whole Biafran land wake up. Let us join hands together. How many are they? That's what I'm asking. How many are they? But I will not blame them at times because our governors are the people selling them for us. They are selling our land because they are brainless. They don't know anything. They are collecting blood money from caliphate. That is the reason why they are doing us envy and jealousy, and that jealousy will put all of them to death, that they will never rise no more. Anybody putting jealousy in this our agitation, we surely will destroy that person and that generation until you use your sense, until your sense come back. The young man Mazi, because of that, he lost everything this man have in this world, even his parents. How do you want this man to get happy with you people? How do you? Let me tell you. Anyway, everybody get up. Get up. Let us join hands together. Get up, and our freedom is near. It's not called for war. We are here to restore our land, our own land where I was born. Is it a crime? It's not a crime. So thank you very much. As you people listen, let the thing continue sinking into our memory. We are in the right track. Thank you very much. Let me hand the microphone to my comrade Pat. Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Ojuku.
Thank you, Madam Ojuku. Thank you very much. Yeah. And now we are giving this time to our listeners to call in and share your thoughts on the topic that we have shared this evening, or any other topic of your choice. You can now call in and share it. Thank you, our listeners. Mazi Onyeibe, we hand the mic over to you. Thank you, sir.
My beautiful land of the rising sun, we are going to my papa's land. My beautiful home of the rising sun, we are going to my papa's land. Their deceits and their lies, their falsehood and their pretenses from reality. You know, criminals living in jungle, they are feeding with the bread of sorrow. Criminals living in jungle, they are feeding with the bread of slavery. They may fool my people for some time, they can fool all my people all the time. Millions of soldiers were killed in the genocide. Millions of children also died of starvation. Millions of innocent children also died of kwashiorkor. Abandoned properties in the north, west, and south. Intimidation, deprivation. Still they say we are one.
Yes, of course. Our lines are open at this moment, and you are free to call in and make your own positive contribution. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line, I repeat again, is 081-221-52971. And of course, our female line will not be open at this moment. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, I can't hear you.
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Good evening. Yeah. Yes, I want to contribute to this topic. That's one thing our leader said last time they was interviewed. He said after getting the Biafra that we will not do any other thing. We will leave it for this. But me in particular, I want my leader, after suffering this thing and get this Biafra, we want him to arrange this Biafra accordingly. He will do like Nelson Mandela, arrange it so that after the end, the Biafra, I don't want any other person. You think that you arrange it for Biafra, even if it's going to stay 2 years, to arrange it very properly. So that all of us will do it. We don't want to give it to any place. Let him continue doing his best in support of him anytime, any day. This is our man. This man God brought to us. This is Nnamdi Kanu. We can never play with him. Any other person who is talking against this man or Onyeibe or Onyeibe, they will not succeed in this life. This man we have gone through is an innocent person. So we are behind him. Whether rain, come sun, come anything, we are behind him. He will arrange this for us and put it in order. I know it's going to be successful in Jesus' name. Thank you, Mazi. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi Onyeibe. I'm calling from Anambra State, Biafra land. I want to thank you and our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader of Biafra. And I want to thank all of you that are supporting and helping to make this dream a reality. My contribution this night is based on those people that call themselves elders. When I begin to reason what they consider as elders and what gives them the joy of calling themselves elders, I cannot reason anything out, because they are sitting down in a cubic block house. Maybe they took bribe or sell somebody's land, their brother's land or their cousin's land by wuru and get money and build one useless house, buy one stupid Tokumbo car. Then they will go and take red cap and put on their head, carry elephant tusk for hand, and this is all.
Of course, I think that should be Zoo Epileptic Network, but we must continue. If you still can, you try and then call back. Let us continue from there. Like I said earlier, our lines are open. And you are free to call it.
Hello.
On the line. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
I am here.
Go ahead then.
Very good. So my provocation is on these elders. These people who call themselves elders. Are they not seeing their mates in the National Assembly? Are they not seeing themselves in the Senate? Those Fulanis that are occupying all the seats. Are they not seeing themselves as their mates in northern elders talking about the protection of their own people? What are they doing in Biafra land? All they do is to gather themselves, go and go organize a meeting and wear red cap and carry Tokumboka around, and they feel fulfilled. When the Fulanis are the one selling all the natural all the mineral resources in Biafra land, using the money to stock it in Arab countries. But our elders are sitting down there looking for who they will castigate, who they will gossip, who they will when they will come out on television to start.
Your network seems to be very unstable from your side. Quite unfortunate we lost that caller. Caller on the line, and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Monitoring service. Go ahead, please.
Biafrans all over the world. Ask people to get them about people, a person like our leader at this point in time. All these things we are talking, we are very, very lucky. We would have been gone as a people. Some people don't know. Our leader we must not say that, because if you are a true Biafra, you will know that what we do now is to make sure that you are waiting for that appointed time, which our leader will give us, because every eye must be on our leader. It's the only thing we have. No other body. Is there no other body? If you know it is you, come and let us see you. Tara. Onyeibe, we are not going to star. We are here to make sure that we are fight restored. That is the only hope. No water, not even Trump, not even a Greece America to stop us as the people from the people. That will shut up. We are not talking with you, because without Biafra, our next generation will be one of the Biafra. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 20, verse 28 to 46, very, very important. Jeremiah chapter 51, 1 to end. Let us see. Just remember to do. Tie your heart, tie your feet. I am happy in the heart of Pharaoh. I must feel it. This is job to know that we are better. They want to take our life to support. They are coming in very tight in so many ways. And we have governors. We have people that come themselves our head. And they are killing us. But they want to take our life. But even people that they just us to be worshiping. We are not finished worshiping. They want to convert us to another religion. Bishop Ampo, I am telling you because our leader said, if I want to pray, it is in Biafra that I must pray. And then it is practical and who how much of I think that my joint 2074, you don't need to come on. I think this shall be the Bible with the I want to find a good. I want to find a professor of fire Gemini. You will have to against that. Because if you know that can be true blood Biafra, you will be a liar because somebody is a liar. It's not so super. You must be, yeah, you must be that it's different. Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 2, verse 20 to 23. This is to see how a woman encourages to death for their faith. You can't think it. If they are a true mother of Biafra, someone to them to come out. And I can't say more than that. We must get there for all. Then like the shame you couldn't have it. I can make it. Then not the fellow for the then not I know another not the confidence. Yeah, say the heart. I know the there what is that of a prison? So good come and get there. I just want what that the madman. Is that their fault? It's not 2 years. It is not suffer like that. It's not only suffer about the when I don't be for the American government that is the nice force on us. He's a human being. He said he was a sister. He's not supposed to worship the Creator. And him, Jesus worship together. That's why you people find him as he's not afraid to swear. When I say this, God, come back and work. I know how to put out the I'm a new super. I'm not glad to get like that. Not only the issue come together, but the better than I wait. Every one had allowed 2 for the I came like the and I can find a hammer. When I put no toll, I had to so like that. You don't want to carry them in the middle. I found an hour of them. You don't have no. Got to mark that thing that's easy. At the mark that something is that is coming. That son of man that we supposed to take down. Only got to take all the people that we said is coming with the hair, with the engine. Our ancestors are with them. That they know about it. Oh no, I will say to everybody in the land. Let a black brother people like you. So what if I know that they move? Macati like it. You will have a brother. You want to take another can there. You can get a go to about that woman like you was a 1 hour. Oh, brother, to know more about the people in Namaya. Oh, brother, you also want to be in the upper. I want to tell you, I will have 5 dollars to go. Can you get in the kitchen? That's a I don't forget it. I get part to tell you what I do. That's why we do the she can't have Biafra.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes, yes, sir. Mazi George Onyeibe. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
I'm very happy to get you today. At least since your brother passed away, I have not spoken with you because of network sometimes. So before I'm done, my God know the best. So don't think too much, my brother, please. Okay? I'm very, very sorry for what happened. Very sorry.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So, to start with, my name is Christian Onyeibe. I'm living in Ghana. I'm one of the coordinators. Precisely, Teshinugwa. From Enugu, Nsuka, precisely, Biafra land. I really thank you and the other principal officers for the good work people are doing for us. And for the fact that I have not been spoken all this while, it's not that I don't want to say something, but there's no chance. When you call, there's no way to enter. Many people are calling, and that's how it's supposed to be, because everybody knows the truth. So, I'm making a chineke. More especially this time that is very critical, because without this man, our life would have been, it would have been, I don't know how I would describe it, but only God knows why he brought him now. Because he loved his people. From the beginning, he loved Israelites, and we are the Israelites in Africa. My main point goes to those people that say they have registered, they have been Ohanese, another Ohanese, or whatever. My own message to them this night is that Igwe of Iwariam, standing as the head of the faction, we don't care if you people register Ohanese Igbo in Nigeria government or not registered. We don't care about all those things. Even if you like, you do the right thing. If you like, do the wrong thing. Where we stand is where we stand. Because you said you are Igwe of Ibariam, but I've never seen or heard when you are speaking in defense of your children. There has been a slaughtering exercise meted by Fulani herdsmen all over Biafra land. But we have never heard anything from you. You are now coming out to tell us that you are registered Ohanese. You people are just wasting your time, because Onyeibe Marabu, our leader, Mazi na Monikano. If you people like, we could go and register whatever you like to register with the Nigerian government. That's why it's your own cup of tea. Because people are there since. That's why most times when we speak against elders of our land, they say we are speaking against our elders in the land. But ever since I grew up, I am now for almost 4 years now, I've never seen anything good in our land. And you people are living before we came. And we didn't see any impact you people are bringing in our land. Now, America has taken the mantra, standing alone from 2013, I started following him. He has been shouting, raising all those things, giving prophecies. Look at what is going to happen against us. Look at what is going to happen against us. You people keep mute. Now you have seen that everything has come to an end. When I won't come bring confusion, that one not going to happen. No. So if you like, make una go ahead and register whatever Ohanese Igbo people may call it. We are resolute. You can register it and do good. That one is your own cup of tea. You can register it and do it bad thing against our life. That one is your own cup of tea. What we know is that the land belongs to the indigenous, and we are going to restore it. I watched Nyanwood once this clip where he was saying, I watched it myself. This one is not that I hear somebody saying it. I watched it direct, live. When he was saying that anybody that wanted to bring war in Biafra land, that he will be the first to sabotage. So now, this one that's happening now, all these killings going around in our land, is that calling of war or what? They are slaughtering your children. You call yourself an elder, but people from Sahel, people from another country are slaughtering your children on daily basis. You have not spoken anything weird. You have not spoken anything very serious against all these killings, and you are calling yourself an elder, and you are telling us that anybody that want to bring war in the Biafra, that you will sabotage it, that you cannot fight another war. Is somebody that's looking for his freedom, is that call for war? Okay, ever since these Fulanis are penetrating in our land, doing all stuff, killings, raping, have you ever called their fathers? I mean, whoever that is in Asarok and Sadan of Sokoto, have you questioned them what is going on? Why are your people killing my children? You have never done it, and you are expecting respect from us. You people have heard our leader when he said that if anybody wants respect from IPOB and from him, Nnamdi Kanu, that the person must know that death of our people in our land is no more to be condoned. Number 2, that the person should know that Wuli Obiano is an agent of Fulani Caliphate in our land. He mentioned a lot of things, and including this fourth position governor in Imo State, that any day these people rise and say the right thing in the land, that's when we will give them respect. Apart from that, they should go and bury their face in shame, because whether Nigeria government and Britain like it or not, whether they like it or not, our freedom must be taken. We are not begging them to give us any freedom. We are going to take it, because since 1945 to date, Britain have kept mute, behaving as if they don't know what is going on. Yes, but thank God that we have our own media today. We have our own media today. We can give our own story. Thank God you are the one that, sir. Okay, sir. You are the one that giving us back to roots every day, and we have learned a lot from it. I said that Chukwukabian will continue to bless you and bless our leader Hamadike in the name of Joshua. He said, thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Inching closer to the end of this program. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, good evening, Mazi Onyeibe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you fellow Biafrans. I'm Jesu Precious Choma Damso, baby Biafra. I'm an Igbo speaking Biafra from Owerri province, Imo State, Biafra land. I want to say my loyal support goes to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his deputy, Mazi Choka from Efo, and to you, Mazi Onyeibe, Agwaturu Benkizizi, and to all dedicated officers worldwide. Yes, the topic of tonight says, is Biafra restoration a call for war? No, it's never a call for war. But before I continue, I will first of all give the definition of restoration. Restoration means, to restore, to bring back something that has been taken to the former owner or to the original owner. Now, the scripture definition of restoration also says to restore or to bring back something to a former original state. So a call for restoration is never a call for war. A call for restoration is also a call for referendum. Now, what is referendum? It means a general vote, to make a direct decision or total consensus. Since I was a little girl till now, the Zoo government and their partners in crime has been marginalizing the Biafrans, and our late hero and legend, Dame Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, called for restructuring and restoration, but the zoo animal in human creature, Gowan, called for war. Our mothers are being slaughtered every day. Our daughters are being raped every day. Our fathers are being murdered like chickens. Our land has gone under siege. Our ancestral homes are being sold out to the evil creatures from the Sahel desert by these so-called Azes. All we are asking for is restoration of Biafra land. Nothing else. We are not asking for war. But there are so many options on the table. Whichever the enemies want, we give it to them. Because we are formidable. We are the indigenous people of Biafra, the original owners of the land. A call for Biafra restoration is never a call for war. It is a call to restore back our ancestral lands, our originality, our cultures, our languages, our unity, our traditions, our ancestral rights and freedom. A call for bringing back to its original place, our dear motherland, our dear fatherland. Biafra is a land of rising sun, our home, our father's land. So, dear listeners, we all should raise our voices for Biafran restoration, or rather referendum. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. Some people are saying, we don't want war, this, that. So, yes, we don't want war, because we have lost more than enough. Even our leader, Hamadike, is never calling for war. This generation of Biafrans will call for no war. But like I said earlier on, there are so many options on the table. Whichever one the Nega area zoological kingdom of the animals want, to give it to them. Yes, like our national anthems say, these people are mad people everywhere. Our national anthem says, we must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. O fatherland, defending this shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood will count a privilege. Biafra, the land of rising sun, will always be our flag of liberty. Looking at all these atrocities on us, the Biafrans, the Biafran mothers and their dads, we are strongly and boldly calling for total restoration of Biafra land. We must restore our land, I repeat. We must get it back, our father's land, from the hands of these evil animal creatures from Sahel Desert and the partners in crime, which is the British evil masters. All hail Biafra, and all must hail Biafra at last. Achọmijo ohere na akpụ n'oku ebe ọbụla ụnụ ndị Owerri province, ndị Imo State, ndị Olu province, ndị Okigwe province, ụmụ Biafra, ụmụ Igbo niile, nna akpụ n'oku. Aha m bụ Nwada Jezi Precious Chioma Jezi Damsel, baby Biafra. Ana m akpụ n'oku ka ụnụ gbakọta ọnụ ka anyị bịa nweta this restoration, because ha chọrọ ịnara anyị ala nna anyị. Ka anyị nweta ya, ka anyị kwa ndị IPOB aka n'ukwu, kwa Maazị Nnamdi aka n'ukwu, n'ihi na anara anyị ala anyị ga-atagbu onwe anyị n'ahụhụ. Ka m jụọkwa n'ofe ajụjụ ndị ụlọ anyị, onye egbe tụrụ n'ama nna ya, ya ghara ya gbara aga, ọchọnye ji ala ọrụ ya ọgụ. Ibu n'akwụkwọ nsọ Nebot shi that na ya agaghị ahapụ ala nna ya, na ya ga-alụgide ọgụ ntị nweta ala nna ya, kọma ya na-aga nweta ala nna ya, ndụ ya abanye n'ime ya. So anaghị ama akpọrọ n'oku ndị ụlọ anyị, biko nụ pụtanụ bịa join anyị IPOB, bịa join anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka anyị nweta ala, n'ihi na ha nara anyị ala ihere emegbuo n'ụlọ. Ndị eze, ana m agwa ụnụ, to you ndị eze, akwa ịhụrụ ụnụ, ịhụrụ arịrị niile na ejide nwanne gị gbuo ya, ị gaghị ajụ ese n'ihi ego ị na-anata ndị Fulani masters, ego ratụ ịnata ha gị mechie ọnụ. Ejide nwanne gị gbuo, ịjụ ha ese nwanne gị. Ka m gwakwa ụnụ ndị eze na ndị efulefu na ndị gọvanọ na ndị evil governors na ndị evil elite ndị ha si na ha na eze ndị oshi na ndị ama. Akwa ịhụrụ ụmụnne gị ahụ jiri arịrị laa mmụọ, ụbara ha ga-ama gị ikpe, ha ga-agba gị ụgwọ. Gbuo ndị ị ga-anwụ, join ha. Ha ndị ha nweta gị ebe a, ha ga-akwụ gị, kwụọ gị bullshit. Ị ga-join ha, ụgbara ha ga-agba gị ụgwọ one day. Ndewonu ndị be anyị, aha m ka bụkwa Nwada Jezi Precious Chioma Jezi Damsel, baby Biafra. Ndewonu. Thank you so much, Mazi George Onyeibe. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course, we must continue inching closer to the end of this program. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Good evening, sir. God bless you, sir. Oh, hey, Biafra. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, good evening, all. Good evening, Mazi, Mama Dike, one of the universe. Good evening, Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening, my deputy, Mazi Uchemefo. I want to contribute of the topic of today. The topic of today is the Biafra restoration call for war. No, it didn't call for war at all. The Biafra, what would they look for? Now, peaceful land, that would they look for. Peaceful continent, where be say, nobody go they kill us. Nobody go call they rape us. That would they look for. Although the white people that they threaten us. They want fight war again. One fight war. How many of them want fight war? Nobody they fight us. Nobody they can't invade us. Nobody they can't turn everything upside down. Now corrupt our language, everything. Now invade us. Now begin slave us. We know they go school. Now they go school. And now we want to be free. We need our own land. We don't want to stay with Onyeibe. Not be to fight war. We want referendum. Now we want. It don't our constitution. Mo na open the book. Mo see am. It don't call for any war. Biafra restoration. It did not call for any war. Other lands that they free themselves without fighting. Without fighting war, they go free themselves. They'll be free people. So enough is enough. All these Yoruba people call they threaten us. Biafra, that they want cause war, that they want which war is the one war not there so? The war that you people is facing now, are there more war that this one? They will come and rape you. They will come and cut your head in the farm. They will cut your father head. They will cut your mother leg. One in Kaduna, one in Asaba. They will cut your hand. One in Madiguri, one in Katsina. Is there any war that is more than this one? One are they threatening us? Oduduwa people, one leave us, our head open. Our magic head open, our head. We know they go back again. Either Biafra or death. Our head open. There is no two left. My fellow Biafra, no two left. Mona get that one for na head, no two left, because the left one are the least, no head, and suffer, none are the suffer. All these people, all these people, I want to talk to Edo people. Edo people cannot get sense. Mona get sense, Mona don't let to do one for million if I call the carry on the head, people. Mona get sense. On Friday, Mona go on the airport. Bini airport. Mona go here. Mona go see Yoruba. That they travel, they go Lagos. All the work Mona gets, they don't collect her for her hand. Everything now, they don't collect her. Because they tell her, say, Biafra, they want fat war, Whereas una they suffer. Una get resources, una no know where they waka, una no know where they go. The Edo State is more richer than Lagos. If I talk and any traitor, you don't go school, you don't go. Why you people pay 300 million where the Lagos is paying 150? Why the government said that those people should be paid 300? Una be mugu now, una no get sense. Do the white people come they try to now. Biafra, they want cause war. They want cause war again. Obasanjo where they run up and down, no be fair kid 5 million Biafra. You don't know why they run up and down. Nigeria will be sick. It go sink. Either Biafra or death. This country is going to be sink. Enough is enough. You know how many people don't die for our state? We don't die for Delta. Whether they fair greener pastor they go, or they die for river, then they die for everywhere. Secret court, the Yoruba people bring secret court for our children, they kill them. Call they threaten us, or war. The war not there, so he passed the one now one fact. Where Fulani go cut our women leg, cut their belly, carry piki come. He passed that one. I bet my fellow Biafra, Mona get sense, No, not let these people call the carry on head, people. Biafra restoration is referendum. Clear and smooth. Come vote. If you want Biafra, vote. If you don't want Biafra, vote. No, we vote. One man, one vote. Now go count waiting go. Waiting be our destiny. Not be the one where they're there. So Niger data, it is smell. All the whole year they pack on. Go Algeria, go Morocco, go North Africa. Now they suffer. Yoruba they carry on their head, people. If Yoruba no want speed, make they dead here. If they don't want to divide the country, make they deal with Fulani. We don't tire. We the Biafra, we are tired. We want to go. It's a referendum. It's not for war. It's referendum. Please, I want to quickly say something to my Edo people. If you do, Biafra restoration, no one go here. If it was your Biafra referendum is a referendum. No. Miami, I want vote. When I vote in the governor, I want vote. The money de Biafra or my money de. Yes, money de. The machine left here. Left. I will vow or enjoy. Nike suffer. Left a good life with my meat. Money my suffer be. My money de Nigeria won a British lekwa. My money de wa mo life we enjoy the webo. Ibi Yoruba wa si me Ile Ife wa si me me gbaluwa. Wa re ko wa kere. Do wa ma nu wa say ye do ani wa ko re ko wa kere because of asset here. Everybody all here when you need a share. Biafra man need all here save him because those state over bondage all worry wa. No, the double slavery, our face. Why get one? A Biafra restoration, a referendum, Mayata, Oko, Matogoko, Magwaloko, Okonoro now, send Wagbina, Okonorena, no one go wagwa, wadumame, or wadu waguna, or Yakberu Wagbishiwa, Wale freedom, or not Okono son on the Thank you, Mazi Onyeibe. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening. This is Mazi. I'm calling from Ujudra. I'm calling from New Delhi in India. Mazi, we are going higher. Biafrans are doing wonderful in social media. We are moving fast. And yesterday, when the UK Parliament, they are discussing in RT.com. We are not many there who are bombarding them. So I urge all our people, anywhere you are, please add them RT.uk and bbc.co.uk. That is where UK Parliament and President are speaking. Yesterday, we are bombarding them there, but not many people, we heard what they are saying. So let us add on these two places, RT.uk and bbc.co.uk. Mazi, there's one thing I want to say in our discussion days regarding what bringing Fanani in our land. Mazi, in olden days, when somebody die in our place, either we keep it in the house, the next day we bury that person. But this time around, somebody would not have even money to pay for house rent or feeding. They'll be taking their people in mortuary. Our mother die. Within 2 hours, the person will go and burn it or bury it. Not costing money like that. So let our people think on this issue and know what we are going to do. And Mazi, before I drop, one thing again I want to tell our people in diaspora. People at home are doing wonders. Let us start going to the newspaper station and writing our news there. Let us go to TV station and say something regarding Biafra, and the radio station and do something. Now there's no protest. We have to be doing something to make other international community hear what we are doing, because our part of home, they are doing wonder. Oh, hey, Biafra, Mazi.
Thank you very much. This is where we will draw the curtain for this segment. I will go back to the studio for our mothers to give us their closing remarks. Are we still there, mamas, in the studio?
Yes, Mazi. Yes, sir. We are here.
Go ahead, please, for your closing remarks.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, our people, thank you so much for having spent your time today to listen and to give your comments on what we've just discussed. If the call for restoration of our motherland is a call for war, which answer is, it's never a call for war, because our leader made it emphatically clear that he has chosen the path for peace, for dialogue, for referendum, which is enshrined in the United Nations Charter Law for Human Rights. Self-determination is accepted in every nation, even in Nigeria Constitution. So it's never a call for war. Anytime you hear anybody telling you that it's a call for war, know very well that those are your enemies, and you can never live under the same roof with your enemies. Our enemies are the Janjaweed Fulanis. Our enemies are their sponsors, Britain and every other allied nation, telling them that our request for freedom is a call for war. Why we are not fighting against them, why we are not even retaliating or responding as supposed. They are the people killing us day in, day out, taking all our resources and taking to their own land and outside. Let it be known unto all of us this day that a call for freedom of Biafra's restoration is never and will never be. If not, God would not have set Moses as an example to go to Egypt to bring his people out of the bondage nation and establish them where they are till today. So what we are telling you all, our listeners and global everyone, is that Biafra remains the one and only solution to our problem. You that have your ears and your eyes seeing what is happening, you don't know what our leader and the all entourage of IPOB family is passing through. Our leader sleepless nights, making researches, having diplomatic talks, going from one place to another, making us to even be proud of who we are, which we were not before, to make sure that we be where God put us. And somebody comes from one corner to tell you that you asking for your freedom is a crime. It's not a crime. And that you stoning your enemies who came to kill you, the so-called elders, that said, before anybody will touch a Fulani Janjaweed, let the person come and kill him. And you don't see that as an enemy and a crime. You still tell him or see him as your elder. Or the other governor in Abia State that says if one person dies, pay him 500 because the Janjaweed have the money. And tell me how a human soul can worth that price, $1,200, 500,000 naira. Anyway, we have come to the end of our discussion this night. Go and reflect and sit up and know that your quest for freedom is never a call for war. Those saying it are the people who are bringing war to you. And it's high time you get up and defend that land so that you will receive the blessing of God. If not, sorry, is your name. I call our Mama Josephine to close us in today's interactive. Thank you, Mama Josephine. I hand over the mic to you.
Thank you. I want to pass over to Madam Tessie Ojukwu, please, to lead us in the closing prayer today. So, Madam Tessie Ojukwu, pass
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, my fellow comrades, my lovers of freedom. Let's bow down for this is our closing prayer. King of glory, Almighty Chukwu Kabiama, we will never fail to continue calling you. We will never fail to continue crying upon you, because you have already knows our crying, oh Lord. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for all the work you have been doing to us since we started this agitation. We are here, we always hand all this agitation into your care. Father King of glory, come quickly to come and rescue us from the hand of these wicked people, because almost every day, every hour, they are messing out, they are melting our blood. Our land has defined. That is the reason why we are here to restore our great nature of Biafra. And we are calling for the restoration of Biafra. It's not a call for war. We are doing the agitation in a peaceful way. Father King of glory, come to us and hear our prayer. This fight is in your hand. Chukwu Kabiama. Nobody to do this fight. You are the only savior we have. That is the reason why we are crying every day, every hour, and we are calling upon you. Father King of glory, anything that can make you not to hear our prayer, this night, we are all Biafran, the mother of IPOP. We are calling upon you to come down anywhere you are to come and answer us. If it's the sin of our great fathers and mother that they committed for you not to listen our prayer, this night, Father, forgive them. If it's the one we committed for this our generation that will make you not to hear our prayer, Father King of glory, come down and rescue us and forgive us our sin and forgive the sin of our great-grandfathers. We are doing the right thing because the land, that is where all of us was born, and we have reincarnated in order to finish the job that our forefathers, they have been fighting for years. So we are doing the right thing. Father King of glory, I thank you. I glorify your holy name. May your name be praised. Thank you for answering us, O Lord. As we are going to our different homes this night, continue protecting us in this agitation. Continue protecting us. The fight is in your hand. No any other person. Father King of glory, thank you for answering us, because I believe that you have answered us. In Elohim I prayed. He say, Madam Ojukwu, thank you very much, and good night to everybody.
He say, thank you.
The Bible clearly shows where the true Israelites are and where the Messiah is going to gather his people. Judah, he's going to gather from the four corners of the earth. But the other tribes, he will gather from beyond the rivers of Cush in Africa.
Like a candle in the night that came and blew us away.
And like a thief in the night that came and stole it away.
We've been in the bondage for so long. We need a light.
the Biafrans should stand up, rise up for your freedom.
It's a freedom song.
Freedom song, and together we save our land.
You know.
Freedom song, and together we save our land.
Yeah, from our religion, believe our nature, culture, now we are no one. So no more briefing, see we gotta go.
Our tradition is live and let live, but they are killing us now. We need free.
See this land is green, we need a red and black to it. To make it work out, we need to be like punch.
We fighting for our freedom, so you gotta stand up, searching for the garden of freedom.
We are freedom fighters, light up the lighter.
We fight to live, everybody stand up, fight for your freedom.
So tell the people, tell the world, tell the nation, let them know we are triumphant.
Many people are dying, all our children need see.
Freedom song.
How long are we gonna live like this?
Freedom song.
Yeah.
Freedom song. It's my father's song. Freedom song. And together we save our land.
We are fighting for the future of the children, the hope of the rising sun.
We will keep on believing and fighting to the end of time. We country, we won't. Hey.
Babylon them walk us off in the waiting. Brutality them can never see the rising of the sun.
The futures of tomorrow. Now give them the strength they need.
Freedom song.
Freedom.
Together we save our land. And together we save our land.
We need our freedom.
Freedom song.
Freedom song. Save our land.
Freedom song. And together we save our land.
Freedom. Freedom.
Freedom song. And together we save our land.
Together forever, forever.
Freedom song. And together we save our land.
Fight for our pride.
Freedom song. And together we save our land.
Oh, freedom song.
Freedom song.
Freedom song. Save our land.
Deliver me, Lord, I wanna live forever.
Fight for your right.
Deliver me, I wanna live forever.
Fight for your right.
Yeah, this is another day. This is a brand new dawn. The land of freedom, rising sun. That is my new home.
I know that we can, we stick to the plan, my brother, we headed for freedom. Monkeys are jumping around this new west where we own the kingdom.
People believe we can have it. All of our dreams are united. Think about this and we can achieve. Let out this song for all my people to rhyme it. Yo. Freedom without no chains, fighting without no brains. That was a freedom fighter, pilot side and right up to
I'm a freedom fighter, I can never walk away. In the rising sun, we are here to stay.
We're fighting for our rights, it's time to make it right. It's not a crime for you to fight all that to get survive.
Everything they say, have a time. This is our time, let's rise. I fight for freedom.
We are living in the prison of our own creation, but we love, we will murder the nation.
Me wonder why discrimination every day. The word of the poor and the one of the richer.
You are fighting with gun, I am fighting with love. I'm showing you love, you are showing me glory.
Freedom.
Freedom song, and together we save our land.
Together forever, forever.
Freedom song, and together we save our land.
Fight for our pride.
Freedom song, and together we save our land.
Oh, freedom song.
Freedom song,
Freedom song.
Save our land.
Deliver me, Lord, I wanna live forever.
fight for your right.
Deliver me, I wanna live forever.
Fight for your right.
Yeah, this is another day. This is a brand new dawn. The land of freedom, rising sun. That is my new home.
I know that we can, we stick to the plan, my brother, we headed for freedom. Monkeys are jumping around this new west where we own the kingdom.
People believe we can have it. All of our dreams are united. Think about this and we can achieve. Let out this song for all my people to rhyme it. Yo. Freedom
Let's rise, I fight for freedom. We are living in the prison of our own creation, but we love. We will murder the nation.
Me wonder why discrimination everywhere. The word of the poor and the one of the richer.
You are fighting with gun, I am fighting with love. I'm showing you love, you are showing me calling.
After much rain, the sun will shine again. As we can see, monkey and donkey, they are not the same.
Senior Rasta man, me not tell you how I feel. In a Milan, they might make a fist of me.
See, I can take it no more. Say the skilling is getting too far.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio now. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Oh, nana. Land of the right hand side. John Lavine, my originality. Land of the right hand side. Biafra. Land of the right hand side. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. Biafra. Land of the right. From the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting Jah people. Trading by barter, you give me palm oil and take soup to them enter day. I brought in civilization, brought in Jah religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religion splitted us amongst our brethren. With denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We'll have on the way out to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems. Fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them system. Fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. Our
At the very spot we left our Jamaica. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayo, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my father. Just descendants of Abraham. Biafra. From Father Isaac. The rising descendants of Jacob. Biafra. Biafra is a reality. My father's my originality.
Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to Chukwuka to ask for freedom. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial masters, criminal masters, mercenary soldiers, Frederick Lugard, brought together all the captives, including Jap people, the Yoruba and the Ariwas, and so many other people. Gondos, Nigeria, area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, different culture and tradition, different language, different in everything. Overstanding on the reason for to coexist together. Inclusion, confusion, just creating a soil as and water. That can never be. Planted the covers, them representatives here in Nigeria, looting all our treasures, colonial external, marginalization of the Biafrans. This is the time to be manifested. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafrans be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayo, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my father's land. Father's love. My originality.
White. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to. This is Radio Biafra.
Yes, once again, wonderful Biafrans across the globe, I welcome you to this very segment. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Okafor. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Okafor is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Believe me, I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words, but one day we shall. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nande Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for over 60 years. Nobody have done this. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, as always, I cannot proceed until I acknowledge the Creator, the one who made the heavens and the earth, who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For without him, we are gone as a people. And so in my humble way tonight, I say to him as always, Anyị naja gị mma maka n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma o, ịhụnanya gị n'ịma gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. You see. And without wasting much of our time, we will be going to our topic on this very segment, which is simply titled Colonial Power Control Strategy. The Colonial Power Control Strategy. Colonialism or colonization or imperialists or terrorists, they are all the same to me. They just the same product but in different packages. The sickness of the black today is that of the name of the disease is colonialism or colonization. This is what plagues the earth. I want to believe that from the day man left their territory, their abode, seeking for others to undermine and subdue not just to beast of burden, but reduce to almost a piece of dustbin, the world began to have a problem, and not until they do the right thing, the world as you know today may not recover, because there is a serious awakening, I can assure you that. And so when we say colonial power control strategy, I want you to understand that they had power. It could be power of deception, it could be power of misleading, it could be power of, take any grammar you want to use. They have power. The colonial masters has diabolical powers. They are the juju themselves, but they do know how to, upgrade their image to make them look like Angel Michael or Angel Gabriel. But they understand that things are changing already. And so one of the greatest things we have achieved here on Radio Biafra is that our leader Mazi has been able to set something in motion. It could not be explained in English language, honestly. He set something in place, and now all of us can see. Finally, all of us can talk. And some people are not very happy about it. And then they begin to tell you, in a mado, in a main car, you insult people. But let me tell you, a pregnant woman in a labor room does not blow whistle to deliver. When a woman is pregnant and she is in a labor room, she does not whistle to deliver. Can't you people understand that Biafrans are pregnant? We are in a labor room. You do not expect us to be blowing whistle. And you chona mu Biafra. O menunu ratu enyane kapuhebe ni rebu nonu ofefe. O ganga hwagariale. And now that is why we behave the way we behave. Honestly, we don't expect you to understand how we feel. You have not been there. And pray you don't get there, because you will go jagger more than we have ever been. Believe me, we are gentle people doing all we can so the world will understand this. But we know how to improvise at the end of the day. That having been said, from time immemorial, there has never been a record of black people being aggressive, if I may remind you that. When you come, you judge us, I want you to check as far as you can date back. There have never been a record of black race being aggressive. No single record. There is no single record. I have not heard, the blacks went to America and conquered America. They fought Australia. They were peaceful people. And that is what has led us to this place. Unlike the Biafrans, we are peaceful people. That is why you see Ganga Logun everywhere, jumping up and down. As far as I'm concerned, Yoruba Osa Fulani are Ganga Logun. They are doing Ganga Logun, coming to harass us because they understand it's not our style. But let me tell them tonight that we are learning. We are upgrading. We will get to that level. Since there are people who can just start killing and then they think they are born to rule. Maybe we start killing and all of us will born to rule. Europe must wait for more immigrants. We are coming. Africa must wait. Prepare your xenophobia. If you don't let us go, we don't threaten people, we make you a promise. We will come to a stage. The world will bring, how do they call it in English? They will bring aid, solution. You will bring food to come and feed us in Europe. Because you will see Hausa, you will see Yoruba, you will see Fulani. AK-47 will not solve this problem. Believe me. We can't stop this anyway. There is no history of black people being aggressive. And so when I say Hausa, Yoruba allowing themselves to be common tools in the hand of ISIS and other terrorists across the globe, I begin to wonder, are they really the main people? What is exactly going on? We have never been antagonistic. We have never shown barbaric nature, even though they refer us as this, except that we were said to be. It was said to be on our behalf, unlike the case of Biafra. When they talk about Biafra blacks, they say they are aggressive, they are barbaristic, they are antagonistic, they are rogoristic. All this grammar, you are the one saying it for us. There are blacks everywhere in the world, working very hard. Some of them change themselves to beasts of burden, working very hard to make ends meet. The situation most of you created from here in our home has made us not to be able to stay our home. And so if you are a Caucasian American, you are a Jamaican, did I say Jamaican? Arabian, you are Onyeibe, and you are listening to me, your fathers, they did us evil. Don't let them tell you otherwise. They did us evil. We are the ones being hunted down everywhere. But this is exactly the lot or the fate of the Biafran people. We are the one working hard to make ends meet. We are the one that will not allow us, they won't allow us to use our resources to develop our place. It's unbelievable. But believe me, we have come in terms with this nonchalant behavior coming from within and outside our home. And now we have come to a stage where we all understand that no matter how you want to twist the issue of Biafra, only one thing stands, and that is Biafra restoration. The same way, it is amazing that the history of the world is simply a chronicle of oppression. Each time you look at the history of the world, they want to tell you their achievement. It's just another record of oppression, I must tell you. The mighty rob the poor. The intellectual take advantage of the ignorant. The strong intimidate the weak. And then the white are always trying to dominate the black. The same way you see Yoruba greatest achievement is, oh, how do I deal with Igbo man? How do I make Igbo man remain on ground? That is the same way it is to other breed and race. In their kind, the greatest achievement of America is how many black people they still hold as slaves today. It's amazing, very painful, but this is the truth. The greatest achievement of Buckingham Palace, London, UK, whatever you call it, is that yes, they stole from Africa. The greatest achievement of China and Japan is that they are in Africa raping little children, stealing everything they can lay hand on. Is it Arab? Just look at you as a world power. Your greatest achievement is feeding from our misery. This is hate speech. This is very bad. These people insult people. They curse people. But let's put that aside. Is it true? Are we saying the truth? And so, like I said earlier, it is amazing that the history of the world is shred in a chronicle of oppression. This having been said, it is important we move ahead to understand the strategy of this power that controls us. If I sit down and I look at people do what they do, sometimes I feel like crying, sometimes I feel like smiling. Let us look at it bit by bit. The colonial master has a strategy through which their power is deployed. Colonial power control strategy, as I call it. They had a method, different formula. But tonight I want to focus, because of our time, mainly on the strategy they use to control us. They have power. They use this power strategically to control us. Number one, they put you on a defense angle so that you can never have the privilege of seeing your own part of the story. The colonial master, the way they strategically manipulate you, subdue you, reduce you to anything they want. Number one principle they use in this power control is to make sure that they put you on a defensive angle. You see, I have said this before. My boss in those days when I was under him, it was in Port Harcourt then. That should be 1998. The company I work for actually handled the renovation of the Port Harcourt local airport, nickname aka International Airport. And the engineer in charge of the airport at that time, his name is Engineer Odegi, also from Delta State. He had a very long quarrel with my boss. I really don't understand what the issue is, but both of them were really diggering it, honestly. And then at the end of the day, my boss had every reason, or should have been calm, because these people are the ones giving us the job. If you challenge them this way, they could as well take the job from us. But my boss will not back down. He challenged the engineer, and they argued and argued and argued, and finally the airport engineer backed down for my boss. And when we were going out, my boss said to me, you see, all these people who think they are big man, they have a strategy of intimidating people. He said they are the one that will be at fault, but they will continue to push the blame on you. He said their target is to make sure that you keep on defending yourself without having the privilege to explain what happened, or what has happened, or what is happening. I say, and I begin to take record of all those events. And so as a small boy, as a poor man, each time I have an encounter with a big man, no, my friend, let me create another scenario. For instance, you are a driver. Your boss asks you, come and drop me in the office. And you say to your boss, as the big man, the fuel in the car cannot take us to the office. Your boss will respond to you and say, can't we manage it? And then you are being a good driver. You tell him, I can manage it. You better pray to God that that fuel will take you people to the office. Because peradventure, the fuel drops you people on the way. Despite the fact that you had this consent before entering the road, you will suffer for it. Because the moment your car fuel got exhausted on the way, the first thing your boss will say, my friend, why don't you tell me we don't have enough fuel in this car? And you will respond as a good boy and say, sir, but I told you at home and you said I should move ahead. And then you told me at home, am I the driver? How am I supposed to know that this fuel cannot take us to the office? My friend, you look as if you don't know your work. If care is not taken, you will not receive your salary that month. This is what the people who think they are big men, this is what they do. Deception everywhere. And so, all of you Biafrans, I'm listening to you, poor, as far as you have a boss under you, monitor them. That is how they behave. They keep blaming you for every misfortune. They keep blaming you for every mistake. The idea is to shut you down so you will never have the time to say the truth. It is one of the methods that the colonial masters, as they call themselves, used to undermine the sovereignty of Biafra. And that is exactly the same thing, the position Nigeria has placed us until our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came. Who mess? Igbo man. Who shit? Igbo man. Who do this? Igbo man has spent all their life trying to define themselves. And of course, you know when I say Igbo man, I mean Biafra man. Now that name, they pepper them. They must they hear that name every day, whether they like them or not. Igbo man shit, Igbo man mess, Igbo man otototororo, Igbo man otototororo. This is how they do. And a lot of Igbo people are busy waiting for analyzation. And let us analyze. We don't mean it. Don't mind our son in Nandekano. And we didn't send him. Who asked you? Today you are looking at all of them now. And they deliberately want us to be defending ourselves. Oh, we are not insulting people. I am not pardon them mado. We pardon them mado. We didn't pardon them mado. We sought on them mado. We didn't insult on them mado. But has it changed the fact that our request has not been granted? Has it changed the fact that our fathers 53 years ago fought for the same thing we are fighting for? Has it changed the fact that Nigerians are still doing to us what they did to our father even 57 years ago and over 100 years ago? We have been working on the same path. Has it ever changed that fact? And now you know how they function. IPOB is doing well, but the pattern is not okay. We are not enjoying it here. If you are a member of IPOB, you understand what we do here. This is a royal rumble. It's not an easy to be IPOB member. Of course, if you see a coordinator, respect them. But it looks as if we don't have choice, even when we have choice. So one of the strategies to control you is to keep you on a defensive angle. They are the one that make mistake. They are the one that come and accuse you. My friend, why did you do this one? Why did you? Now me, they put for defensive angle. Our fathers all their life tried to explain. Will the Yoruba man understand that the Yoruba nation can even be better than Biafra because they love themselves? Will Hausa man and Fulani man understand that their cow can be exported to Biafra land and they rule Africa because they love themselves? Why don't they see the Igbo man that don't love himself and let them go so that in 1 week we kill ourselves and then they can now come and take over the land? Is that not possible? So anytime you are coming bringing that blame game, we understand it. We will be the one to blame you. Until your head is off, you will lose your... How then they speak this English? When we are done with you, when I remember the English, I will come back for you in the ara. And so when you see big man who is there finding fault, don't back down on them. Stand on the truth. Let them do whatever they want to do. But at the end, maybe on your behalf, they will recognize you. You see this one they are doing because of Biafra issue. Let them put on any protocol. It has gone beyond their control. They can be rest assured of that. We will continue telling them what we want. We will continue pressurizing them. We will continue registering our displeasure. We will continue to make our voice to be heard across the globe. How they respond, how they reciprocate to our cry really doesn't matter. But you know, in the end, all must hail Biafra. Number 2, they criminalize all your activities in order to justify the need why you must be kept behind bars. Yeah, American penitentiaries, prison all over America. It's meant for black people. Oh, he's a drug baron. Oh, he's a 419. Hey, he's a yahoo. Oh, he's a nigger. Oh, he's a gada. The point is, it doesn't mean Oyibo don't steal. Oyibo who looted Africa, they don't steal now. Only black people are meant for prison. We understand how it works. The same way here in Nigeria. Everything you see criminalize us. Igbos are ritualists. Igbos are kidnapper. Igbos are this one. Igbos are Ngene. Igbos are Nga. What is all this? They criminalize you. And our elders say that when you want to kill a dog, you give it bad name. If you see anybody trying to criminalize you, know the person is a devil. They set trap for you so that you fall. That is why we have to be very careful. They will call our politician, give them carrots. Our politician will be following them. Oh, second tenure. Till you reach Ugwausa, you fall inside the pit and you cannot come out again. If you talk, they blackmail you. A lot of people are standing by to blackmail you, but I'm waiting for all of you. They criminalize you. We have not shot anybody in this struggle as far as I can remember. We have not killed anybody in this struggle as far as I can remember. We have been doing the same thing for over how many years? Let us go. We keep saying the way we are saying, but while we are doing this, you people are the one criminalizing us. Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, Lamido Sanusi Lamido, they are all born again Muslim. But IPOB is a terrorist. You see? The next thing they do is they criminalize you. Look at colonial masters. They told you your father is a chimpanzee, a monkey, and babu, but their own father don't have food. The only food they have is sugar, and puff. They criminalize our ancestors. Oh, they are evil. They are demon. Oh, they are this one. Oh, they are that one. Were you the one carrying out surgical operation in our land before you invaded our land? Were you the one in charge of antenatal care? Were you our gynecologist? Were you our dentist? Were you our optician? Were you our physician? Who were you? Were you doing those things for them? But you have criminalized them. Ordinary black man, nobody have value on themselves again. You are waiting for the testimony of a white God, a white man, for you to work hard and change your destiny. The same way Nigerians are fighting, let's protect Nigeria. It's our Onyeibe made Nigeria. They criminalize you. As far as I'm concerned in this struggle, we have asked for one thing. We continue doing that thing peacefully. That does not mean it's going to end like that. It's as simple as that. We keep making them understand. Let us go. Let us go. Every day they are pushing us. They criminalize us. I thank the Creator. Things are getting better, I should say. Because before now, when you say you say Biafra, people start running. Oh, don't give us war. Don't give us war. But Biafra never fought war. It should have been referred to as Nigerian genocidal war against the Biafrans. They brought war to our land. But in order to criminalize us, Nigerian Biafran war, it looks as if we carried AK-47 and start fighting Nigeria. But maybe we will make that record straight very soon. So the colonial master have strategies of controlling, dispensing their power, controlling everybody. They follow this pattern. That is exactly the same thing Nigeria is doing. The first thing Nigeria has been doing is pushing the blame game on us. So we stand defending ourselves. We don't have that time for you. We gave you that opportunity when we went to the court with you. But you were nowhere to be found in your own court. They go ahead, continue blackmailing us. BBC, CNN are doing their job. But like our leader say, we are waiting for all of you. The third method or strategy they use is that they will demonize your culture and tradition just to make sure that they inflate self-hate on you, which will eventually kill you with inferiority complex. Don't you know most of you inferiority complex has killed you? Because they demonize everything that you have been proud of. You should have been proud of. And then inferiority complex kill you. Look at you now, you are working for Onyeibe man. Onyeibe man that cannot brush his teeth. And when he can, hey, yes sir, he's Onyeibe. Who they give a fuck about that? Now, let me remind you something. There are certain decisions we didn't have our own. We did not have the privilege of making our own impact. I am born a black man, not because I want to, but the Creator made it so. I saw my parents, not because I choose them. The Creator made it so. And I see myself a Biafran, not because I want it that way. The Creator made it so. And in this very situation, for instance, I'm a man. I did not choose to be a man. The Creator made it so. And then the best thing I can do for myself is to appreciate the Creator for making me who I am. I could not have been a better person if I'm a Caucasian man, if I'm an Arabian man, if I'm a British man. There is no possibility that I would have been a better person because they have lunatics in Britain, you have lunatics in America, you have lunatics in China, in Japan, Arabia, everywhere. And now, coming to the conclusion that I never made this decision for myself, but it's as a matter of divine providence, what do? I accept it gladly, and I'm forever grateful to it. And I support it with the scripture that says, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Do you know, if God were to give me a phone call now, I mean my creator, I say, I want to send you back to the earth again, and that is in another lifetime. Who will you like to be? Believe me, with what I know today, I will choose Biafra. I will choose Biafra 100 times over. You see, believe me, with what I know now, I will still choose my father. Believe me, with what I know now, I will still choose my mother. And I make sure that when I come back again, I will correct some of their mistakes. I don't have any regret. No regret whatsoever. What these people do to you is they demonize your culture and tradition, inflating you with self-hate, which will eventually lead to your death by inferiority complex. I have no regret in working with Nnamdi Kanu. I have no regret in being member of IPOB, because they are the Alpha and the Omega, the freedom fighters of Biafra land. We will continue marching on until our freedom is given. We will continue marching up until Nigeria is down. There is no regret about it. I will choose it 100 times over. You know, the people want you to see you are inferior, you are complaining. So when we come here, we begin to mourn. Mewara muzando jineke mewara muzando uamara nasigu chinefi mewara muzando. No, we will not mourn, but rather, according to Ojukwu, this issue, Biafran phenomenal issue, we will proclaim it with pride. Believe me, despite everything we are going through, in 100 lifetime, I want to be a Biafran. In 100 lifetime, I will still choose my mother and my father over anybody. In 100 lifetime, I will not debate whether I will be a man or a woman. I will tell God, do it the way you want. Because only Biafran women give birth to real men. Go and find out. Not the one following Yoruba and Hausa Fulani. Or Fuka Jadi tissue men or Fonijada Dome. Of course, that is the third strategy they use. Before now, Nigerians made us to hate ourselves. You will see a full-fledged Biafra man behaving like Hausa Fulani. The question is, if you are not being destroyed by inferiority complex, have you seen them do that way? Have you seen Yoruba wearing Isiago just to tell you he's Igbo? But we are the one emulating them. Inferiority complex has killed us. We can't even speak up. We can't speak up. Believe me, not until you have been able to develop self-awareness, not until you have been able to set up certain principles that become the very fabric foundation of your very existence, you will die of inferiority complex. Some people will kill themselves tonight because they couldn't afford a car. Some people are going to kill themselves because they can't feed their family properly. Some people are going to blame their grandfather and ancestors because they didn't go to school. And some people are going to look for where to put their blame for their failure. No, you will die of misery if you are such a person. And this is exactly what the enemy wants from you. This is how they control you. They tell you your father is your problem, your mother is your problem, everybody is your problem, Ototo Tororo is your problem. Go to inside and talk to Yoruba people. They will tell you your politicians are your problem. They will never tell you the aspect that they contributed to your problem. And now let me tell you, if you are a poor man, be happy that you are a poor man. Because big man cannot be you. I tell you, if you are not educated, be happy that you are not educated. Because these educated people can't be illiterate. They don't know what it means to be illiterate. Satan envy man. Satan will never have rest. Even though Satan is immortal and humans are just mortal, yet he envies us because Satan can never know what it means to manifest true love. And now you see, I don't envy their immortality, but I cherish the love that lives in my heart, which has made man the best creature of the creator. Don't let me distract you. Focus on the strategy through which the colonial master controls you, They have a strategy, a power control strategy. Once they deploy it, they're controlling everybody. That is exactly what Nigerians are doing. You are in the office, Fulani man is controlling you. And you're being Rakadede. Are you an idiot? Are you an idiot? Rakadede for the person that didn't go to school? Number 4. Another strategy they use is strategy of blackmailing. They blackmail you in order to create division in the system, which will eventually keep you in a non-resistance mood. They blackmail you. Go and look at Michael Jackson. He was blackmailed. Oh, he pregnant me. A whole Michael Jackson. The same Michael Jackson that will remove his shirt. The whole Igbo will start jumping. Oh, touch me, Michael, touch me. Oh, touch me, Michael. They will start fainting. Have you know they watch for fame? But yes, some court in America tell you, yes, Michael Jackson, you raped this girl, you are charged for raping, and these people will be behaving like a mature pig going to court that Michael Jackson raped people, and you people will agree. Now today, she dey for back. What about Michael Jordan? What of O.J. Simpson? Can somebody actually tell me a great black man who has not been charged for all those things? Everybody has. They blackmail you. Like our leader said, Nnamdi Azikiwe was blackmailed and then he abandoned Biafra. And more blackmail is coming. But believe me, you don't know anything. Our leader have been blackmailed many times. Ours no bound. But the reason why they blackmail you is to destroy your resistive mode. You cannot resist any longer. Look at our governor. The first thing they do is to indict you. Any governor that stand up now and speak up, they will rubbish him. They never had anything against Winky, but they have started. The moment they send him 70-something billion or million naira, whatever, for the first time, he recognized late Buhari as a president of all of us. But Buhari, we can forget that Buhari have told us that he's a president of 75, not the everybody. And now you see how they indict them. So they blackmail you against one another in order to create division in the system, which will eventually keep you in an unresistant mode. Today we have spent more energy trying to tell you, oh, we are all the same. Ijo, Akwa Ibom, Irobo, Ishekiri, Anam, Ekpam, all of you gather, we are the same. We have been shouting this thing, and you know it's true. But because of the seed of discord, the black men that have been sown among us, we cannot even defend our land. What I'm saying they do didn't end with them. They have their protege on ground, and some of us are learning from them. But woe betide you if you have this knowledge and you still use it against your own brothers and sisters, and you come and tell us what the colonial master do. I tell you, you are worse than the colonial master. Number 5, they create a system that keeps you perfectly dependent on them, through which means they control you economically, socially, and otherwise. They create a system that keeps you dependent on them. Everything you're depending on them. Nigerian can't write constitution. They are going to copy and paste according to my leader from London. British government came and put a wig on top of the head of the lawyers. They are gone. We are still wearing the same wig. We can't even write constitution. If Oyibo now decide to seize drug, their pharmaceutical product, all of us will die. They keep us depending on them. To wear Biafran attire, do you think it is easy? The money you use to buy one Ishiago shirt, you can use it to buy 30 jeans. And so why do you think our people will patronize our own textile product? Let me tell you something. I have a brother who is a specialist in manufacturing of Riley bicycle then. he went to submit a quotation in Shell SPDC. And he had a very wonderful, how do you call it, sample to give to them. His own rally was even better than the one they imported from London in those days. And then at the end of the day, because his own rally was very fine, they gave him the contract. And when the brother started importing parts to couple the rally, he noticed that the import duty and all that protocol relating to importation was so high, he could not meet up. At least for the first time, SPDC was trying to do the right thing. So what the brother did was to go and buy fake material to produce the rally in order to meet up. Because they come to Alaja, they steal alloy aluminium, they steal other steel and rod that are there, irons that are there. They take it to London or America or India or China or Japan. They go and refurbish it and send it back to us. The same way they take our crude oil and gas, they take it to somewhere God knows, refine it and bring it to sell for us, making it very expensive. This brother actually gave Shell very clean bicycle, rally bicycles. But do you know, in less than 1 year, all the bicycles have rusted. Because the kind of material he used was not actually protected enough from corrosion. And so the moment those rally were exposed to corrosion, they wear out. If he could do something very fine out of a very low quality materials available to him, what do you think he will do when he have access to the real deal? But of course, the system is created to make us depend on them. Those of you who think the drama behind coronavirus has ended, fasten your seatbelt. They have just started. They are upgrading. Just imagine how some group of few men turn all of you to criminal. Don't you know when you wear nose mask, you look like criminal? If not coronavirus, you wear nose mask and they see you on the road, you can be arrested for attempted robbery. Today now, everybody has become armed robber. Look at them in the Senate. Look at them everywhere, covering their face like armed robber. Be sincere. You see somebody wearing nose mask and he say, yes, your money. Wouldn't you say, I beg, take my money, think it's an armed robber? Now they have turned all of us to armed robber. This is what they do. They keep you dependent on them. Your traditional medicine is demonic. Your agbidi is demonic. Very soon now they will tell you that Akpu is demonic. Most people don't even know what they are doing in Nigeria. They had a system, the same system was deployed to make you start eating cow. First of all, they banned stockfish. Because outside going to hunt for animal, stockfish was another alternative. Nigerian banned stockfish is a contraband good. And if you have access to it, very expensive. And then they push in cow. Our people ventured into poultry farm. And then all of a sudden they introduced bird flu. Oh, there is bird flu. And then they weaken the power or the financial capacity of those who are involved in poultry farm. Do you know what they do to them? Only just few people who have about 3,000 chicken, 200 pig are allowed to operate. And so under normal circumstances, they can't even supply meat to one community. And so without your knowledge, they keep you dependent on them. But of course, the next generation must harden their heart. Harden your mind against your subordinate. This is the only thing that will ensure your survival. Tell yourself, I will not eat Fulani cow. Tell yourself anything that belongs to them. I avoid it. When you see them coming with this principle or formula, just be guided. Just be guided. Now them. These 5 principles I've mentioned for you, when you see Nigeria coming close to you, understand that they are the one. Nothing more, nothing less. when you see them pushing you on a defensive angle, understand that they are the one. They are the one. Whenever you see any of them trying to criminalize you, understand that they are the one. Not them, not the same people. When you see them trying to demonize you, understand that they are the one. When you see them trying to blackmail you, it is the same people. When you see them trying to make you dependent on them, they are the same people. They have reason why they do what they do. They put you on a defensive angle in order to prevent you from saying your own part of the story. They criminalize you in order to keep you behind bars. They demonize you in order to inflate self-hate on you, which will inevitably destroy the person. Yes, they create system to keep you dependent on them, as this will make you completely and totally dependent on them. That having been said, tell them you understand what they are doing. But at the end, Biafrans are going home, and there is nothing they can do about that. Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Honestly, my WhatsApp line is having some mental problem, but that having been said, you can still be trying it. But of course, the direct line and the female line is wide open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. There's a direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line, and the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Monitoring Spirit, go ahead please.
Taa wee keke wisi ọrụ isi bụ ọ gara gị na mma. Ebe ọ masịrị gị na ị ga-ewepụta isi gị n'ọnụ afọ niile a n'obodo afọ ọkụ mmụọ a na-apịgbusi anya na ha sị na ego enyere ede Nnamdị Kanụ Uche Mefo na ndị Biafra niile kwere ekwe na mụ onwe m ka anyị wetara Biafra ọrụrụ ụmụ anyị na mma ọ ga-arụrụ gị na mma o nwedị ihe ga-eme ndị egede na ndị ọkpụ ga-anọnyere gị mgbe niile ndị ichie niile ha ga-anọnyere gị anwụ anyanwụ ma ọwa ma kpakpando ọfa nọ n'isi dede ikemefọ n'isi ụmụ Biafra niile ndị nọ na IPOB ji eziokwu nọ na ndụ ha ka anyị ma na anyị nwere tabo n'ime anyị nsogbu anọ bọta onye ọbụla ma onwe ya ewepụtagala m onwe m kpamkpamkpam maka Chukwu okike ebe amasị m ga-aga ozi a ma nwụọ n'ọkwanụ nga ahụ ka m buli elu m nọ na ụmụnne m ga-eso m ṅụọ ọṅụ na ndị Nnamdị Kanụ agịda atacha ahụhụ ha naanị na anyị ga-asore ya sị m sore jesite ebe Nnamdị Kanụ gara na mekwuru okwu debedolu na abọdị adị alekiri anya debedolu na ala Biafra niile ga-alekiri anyị na-ekwu anyị eme ihe niile Trump nọkwara anyị na-eche mgbe ọ ga-adọta ata anyị na anyị were che ya edege ya agbanwe Chukwu okike bịa mma edege ya agbanwe oke ọ bụ elu nwoke na elu nwoke dike ọkaka edege ya agbanwe kwere nkwado ya edege ya agbanwe otu anyị dị na mbụ ị na-adịgide n'igwe dịgị ya gbanwe oke mmụọ otu ahịhị dị na mbụ chi na-adịgide okike dịgị ya gbanwe ị naghị agbanwe otu okike abịa kemgbe i kere ọnyanwụ ọnwa na Book of Genesis chapter 1 ka adụkwa dị ọfụma ndị ara o ketara ihe niile tupu ya kee mmadụ lekọta ya anya ha bewere anyị na-aza anya nwere ka mere kọmpanị ga na kọmpanị lewere anyị na-esatụ nka onye lepụta skuo a ga-aka ime 72 aka 43 days non stop the sky will cover with darkness anyanwụ agịda abụ ụzọ Biafra unu si no violence we shut the world down onye ọbụla America you know you are a respectful country as you have made their law to play and which Trump is their president just see it. It's our leader not disciplined. Imagine what has done to him. He wants his people to be there. We are before you people. He said he will give you. Second Maccabees, chapter 5. Listen, chapter 20 to 29. This is from verse 1 to end. Second Maccabees, chapter 5.
Thank you very much.
Onyeibe, and Second Maccabees chapter 16, very, very important. Study it very, very well. If you think that Chukwu okike is not in heaven, then take it there. Nobody will stop Biafra. If you try to stop Biafra, Biafra has already gone. It's just like taking up a shadow. You can't do this again. If you divide it, we will take the rest of your back. We will take the rest of our time. You people know. You want to take our life, and you want to occupy our life with animals. You have everything to have. We have to fight all over the world. We will stop the whole world. Okay, Biafra.
Thank you very much.
Solomon chapter 3, verse 2 important. The destiny of the wicked and the destiny of the righteous. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 17. If I become afraid to pass present, which means I'm not equal to the time. If I attack the Maho, attack the Maho, let us put them on the military. You can talk for a cook. Oh, when you joke to the blood to blood, oh, Mark chapter 13. You never know when it will happen. And I'm going to the coming of the Son of Man. Only I set apart. Only I'm looking at this of the things of that chapter 12. God take it there. The God in heaven is the only one to go. Worship Him. Only I got to wear. What's on the fair?
Thank you very much. Everybody must hail Biafra. There is no two ways about that. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
From here, how are you?
Good evening, sir.
How are you today?
Fine, sir.
Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Benin Republic.
What is happening there today? Before you go ahead, what is happening in Benin?
Oh, new bosses are too much. hardship.
Hardship.
Yeah, things are not moving. People are not.
That should be because of the coronavirus. But you people have light.
Hey, people. I'm now. No, watching basin. No, watching basin.
That is good to know.
Everything. We are enjoying life. And water. I'm telling you the truth.
That is the gospel truth, I know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
So another thing I want to say is this: that these people that say "Nana parent them mother, Nana parent them mother." Actually, I want to ask: I can let you here, so I can let you here and it. Can I put it here? Brother, hello.
It's old news, and we don't have time for them. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm telling you, all these people that are wearing red cap, they are people. I'm telling you, there's nothing anything that they can say that these people that are achieved in Biafra land, nothing. Just using people's blood. We're not anyone where they are not for this somewhere. Or this couple now. Everyone is for the table. Evil men.
Thank you very much.
Because another thing is for you because not only are you telling you that students are not university. Many of them they are not caught. Who all these things? Now diary. Because of whom boys are not caught now school. Now so to get too much because for them to rape all these girls. They will force them for them to be their girlfriend or something like that. All these people that all these students, even if they are professors, they are listening, they are lecturer, because the difference tradition, they want to learn you work and advance.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead. God is faithful. Thank you.
All that was about we know that there is a time. All that we run because during my time, the wife of my dad go out to my dad, come back, tell the people. The started that my dad said all the people so then begin to kill them. So we know what if we go start in the world, then we run. That is my own. We are ready, but I wait to leave the way happen. All of us will come down for you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp. Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. Biafrans across the globe must understand one truth. Don't let them push you into any of those conditions. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from here. Go ahead.
Good evening, George Onyeibe. Keki me.
Eme mofuma.
Asimudo di runu. Apa mbu Josephine Chinweze. Abu monye nteje. Nteje di no local government. Local government da Omambala. Ana mekene unu n'ọlụ unu na-arụ. kenele m uche maọbụ bụrụ nwaanyị mma anụsị ya tinye ya ọkpa enyi kenele m Nnamdi Kanu fịa na omeke nke kachasị nke ọ chọrọ ịgbapụta anyị n'oru na m agwa ndị mmadụ fịa na uru kachasị oru bụ uru anyị dị bụ n'aka ndị Hausa na ndị politishan nke kachasị bụ ịgbapụta anyị ọzọ bụrụ na ụlọ Emeka wee tinyela anyị redio butere anyị redio retiela anyị redio ndị igwe ọcha ka m bụ mama unity form zone form ọmama ka m bụ ndị politishan egbuwa anyị gọvanọ ndị Imo steeti enye kọntraktị azọgide onye abụkwụ banyere nwa m kọntraktị ụzọ azụ mba ise nwa m wee wekọsie ego niile o ji waje lụọ ọrụ rụsie ọrụ ka Georgia sụkwuo anya ụgwọ chaa anọ n'elu ya nne m nwụrụ ejeketa ụgwọ ka akwụkwọ chaa nwanne gị daa n'ọya ebunyeliketa m nwa m na-eje na-agwa Georgia akwa ọ bụrụ nke abụọ na-ekwu ka ọ na-anụ ibe ọchọ ka bazogide onye ahụ ma ọ bụrụ na nwatakịrị aka rụsi ọrụ a na-asụ njisi ike lebanin ụlọ anyị bịara onye ọbụla asị na Biafra anyị abịara anakpudi ya ị na-eketa ọbara mmụ mmadụ akwagburu ya anaghị ekpudosiba ncha niile n'ovu kabara bụ ndị politishan abụ na nteje anyị siba na nteje anyị gosi egbe bunyezie Mazi a na-awụnye elu anyị masịrịba a mesị m jee nteje jụọra sịra kedu ibe mee nekweni banyị na IPOB onye bụ ebe anọ n'ebe anọ bụ IPOB mmesịa bụ ndị Hausa ọkụ 12 o'clock ndị Hausa esi ma aba aga mgbe Ọnịcha na-agbaje ọbụna o nwere onye nwa be anyị ndị be anyị nyelibe ana ebe ba na-eje ala mkpọ Mazi arụsịla tapụkwa niile egbe na ọ bụrụkwa n'ibe aka anyị na-ekwu na Port Harcourt ibe anyị na-ekwu bụ ka anyị mali ka anyị esi mechụa ndekene ndị Hausa unu gbaba nkịtị nya uche unu dị ya gbasị ya natara nya asị m unu jisi n'ike leba na ụlọ anyị dara anyị enweta Biafra anyị abanye na ana Biafra onye ọbụla sị na anyị abịara na ana Biafra isi kpuo onye isi ya egbube n'aha Jizọs daalụ jisi ike
thank you very
daalụ
much.
lụrụ gaba
We must continue. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Here. Go ahead, please. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. My name is Ndubisi Nwaba. I'm calling from South Africa, Cape Town.
Do you people
I'm
have
from
light? Do you people have light in South Africa? In your location?
Always.
What about drinking water?
Always. We are not. We are drinking water. Everything is fine here. We are not like zoo. Zoo is darkness. Zoo represents darkness.
All right, go ahead with
we are having
introduction.
like 24 hours electricity. So my name is Ndubisi Nwaba. I'm from Ekwuloya, Anambra, Biafra land. So I just want to sing a song for the Biafrans. Oh, napota Biafra na la peti. O mewo kai kuzo n'elu oke nkume wo. O tinyewo aboto n'ọnụ aịta. Abu otuto, hallelujah. All hail Biafra.
All must hail Biafra.
So, okwu na-aga na ndị na-asị na anyị na-emefe our leader na-emefe stop. Yotago. So, if they understand, they will know what we are fighting for, what our leader is fighting for. They say that we insult them, like our leader said yesterday. They say that we insult them, but we must do it. Sometimes God, the devil have come and we are going to cut off its head. Our leader, we want them to understand there is method in our madness. We appear mad, yes, but if they calm down, they will understand that our method is delivering results. Every time they use it, that's who we are. They will like to argue. Come on, we, the blacks here, are saying our leader, if only I never go to unnecessary argument. Unnecessary argument. The elder, how would how they can't stand on the truth. They don't want to stand on the truth. So, because they are running out of times and they will be held Biafra.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we must continue.
I say, may God continue to guide my leader. Amen.
Thank you very much. Of course, our people must understand how these people function, and then they cannot do anything. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line? But of course, we lost that caller. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller, good evening. Good evening. Your name and where are you calling from? First of all, move away from your radio set.
I've moved away from my radio set, Mazi. Mazi.
Go ahead.
Mazi, obi na-atọ m ụtọ na topic nke iji na mgbede anyasị wee na-aga. Ịma ụmụ nwanne anyị ha na-efili na ya amaghị ihe ha na-eme. N'ihi na ha na-ewezi ya dịka ndị iberibe ka atụrụ ha na-agbapụta na-egbu anyị dịka ndị na ya amaghị ihe. But o nwere ofu ihe a chọrọ ka ha mata. Oge mgbe e gburu ka o ji akpọ nwụọ. Because ha niile bukwa n'obi ekwe m na ha ga-ehi n'ụlọ ha because onye ọbụla ga-apụta che ezibịa che nche a. N'ihi na mgbe mmiri a ga-ezo ma mụọ ma hawa anyị niile ga-anọchakwa na nche o. N'ihi na Chineke adịla mbụ mee ka anyị mara na ihe ọbụla anyị hụrụ na ya kwụchi ike na ọ ga-eriri anyị. So ha mara na ụmụ anyị ugbu a anaghị amụtala ịgwọ ọgwụ, anaghị ga na-agwọgbukwa ha n'ọgwụ, anaghị ga na-emekwa na ka ha mata na ọgwụ dị mma. Ọ bụghị ndị niile na-akpọ nna m ga-abalị eze a. Ọgwụ naanị ndị ọbụla kwụchiri ike nwe obi ogologo ndụ bụ ndị ga-enweta ndụ a. Ịtasi obi ike wee kwụchi ike, my brother, ị ga-eso ndị ga-enweta alaeze a. So for those of us ndị nke na-agbalịsi ike iji mee ka alaeze a wee bịa, Chukwu okike abịa maka agbaji onye ọbụla n'ime. Ma na-asịkwa n'ohere a, ana m ekele Mazi na mbọ nke na-agba ịkwụsị ndị yuta anyị ike. Jidisi ike na-eme ya. Ka Chukwu okike abịa ma nọnyere gị ma nọzie gị na Chukwu okike abịa ma ise.
Yes, we must continue. Are you there, caller? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is
Go ahead.
Biafrans. People only shine. Onyeibe. I'm a colleague. Like from the there was swinging and the car. You can listen. You can make we have a program managed, but you go to the main function. You find the main function now. Hello?
Go ahead.
You find the main function now. You can be planning to the bank. And you cannot take you. You can not I cannot go to an idea, man. This kind of thing. Yeah, I won't say I did what this may be done. A five men at the bank. We are to see them and I can.
Are you a member of IPOB?
No.
No.
I don't remember, but
this is how we look at it. You are not a member of IPOB. And you call me on radio and say, what do we do? Let's begin to talk it. We are going to come to your house, don't worry. That is why we are talking. Look for IPOB family and join. You will understand what is going on.
Okay.
So the reason I'm getting involved with your conversation is that you are coming to advise IPOB and you are not a member. It's not everything they talk on radio. Go ahead.
na egburu mmadụ n'uli na n'okwu ya bịara be ya gbachie egbe rọbụcha ya kpọrọkwa nkwa ya nwaanyị dị 22 years okwu ndị a na-erute isi months anyị mebiri ịkwado akwado mara what to do over this people. And the other thing about this our elders, sir. So we are not going to hear the Danny, and I gave the new chance. And the only one I say had those things. Obrona Yoga, Edujo, so this our elders are also between themselves. Enemy, that's how the enemy can penetrate into. This our elders are. I had on it, and I did there from Bowen. This our elder. If you could be a Hana, and yes, I have our because any issue, anytime when the college, and the IPOB, because if I want to do, because I know people are born, and this is the Messiah, and it's the name of
thank you.
And the plan when I did 2 years in the before our papa something years ago. And it's the name of my grandmother.
Thank you very much. Your complaints are noted. But there is an adage in my place. He said, Mbombo million mangunyabo, Mbombo million mangunyabo. Ugo keji set, unyo like as a fanadie, and you remain here to say, Dime, I may go and Lord Yazonu a team and yaka. Neko ha. When you're letting you read you, we're just trying to manage collateral damage. Of course, whether we fight them or we don't fight them, the truth is that they will fight us. Just trying to manage collateral damage. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Shalom to you, sir.
Shalom.
I'm Chizoba calling from Ungobala in Eziama zone. Ungobala. I still made a complaint last time that since January we haven't got our monthly dues receipt. I don't know what is happening. Like for me now, I'm an IPOB member. I'm a coordinator of my zone, and since all this while, I have not paid. From January, I have not paid my monthly dues, and my leader, Abraham or Imo State Zone, is not giving us, and giving other people. He don't want to give us our monthly dues receipt. I don't know what to do.
Let me ask you. Do you have a finance officer in your unit?
Yes, they have gone to Owerri.
Hold on. You are not listening to me. Abraham is not a finance officer. He's a coordinator, and that is applicable to you. You are a coordinator, and the last time I checked, no coordinator have any right to get involved with finance department. Please, my brother, tell your finance officer from your unit to contact the zona, from the zona to the LGA, from LGA to the region, from the region, if possible, outside the state, go to the national until you get their attention. But if you, as a coordinator, I understand what you're trying to say, and those involved are listening. But what I'm telling you is that you will be shocked that Abraham don't have power, including you, when it comes to finance issue. Judge Onyeibe don't have power there. It is only the finance department can help you. Look for a way and get to Nayanya. Sometimes he's not aware of the receipt you are talking about. Don't you know Auditor General, Sister Marachi Begift? Contact her.
Yes, you have.
Hold on. Contact her.
Okay, sir.
And you went to where? What happened?
I sent my finance this in my unit. They went there. They didn't give them. They give other people in this, but they didn't give Ungokbal. I don't know what is happening.
You people need to find out from the state if something is wrong. If your unit is recognized, do not blame your state coordinator. Okay, but don't blame your state coordinator because he's not in finance department. Try and sort out whatever the problem is with the finance department. Thank you.
Because the thing is drawing Gopala back, sir. It's drawing Gopala back.
I understand what you have said. I want to believe you. What you're looking for solution to this very challenge. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And then patiently and meticulously follow it up. You will get to them. Don't worry.
Please, Mazi, please help us, sir. Help us, sir. Help us, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I will try and talk to your state about that. Thank you very much. And yes, be
sir.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah. We must continue. Yes, caller on the line. Are you still there?
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
I'm Onyeibe State. I'm not Benue. So I'm okay to and I'm really.
Go ahead. The word is listening.
All right. In fact, I am very grateful. So be the moton kuku maka. Here now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Naru. I'm very, very happy because I know how this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Amaham Eba Madibo. Ikanota. Men, all those discussions here are not alive. Go to my killing last month. Alamola. I saw what they did. They have no more. Anyhow, in the sense that and the police is doing their butcher fair. I'm getting a chundy plan here, so I've been very grateful for what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made. I'm the most highest person, and the good if I'm not only contribute. Come on, whosoever that is against obedience to Biafra, only of course, that whosoever is against my obedience to Biafra, which I believe, what they got already. That what is written. No Jupiter. Only like a gap with it. I told go wrong, and using call up what happened. They forget about the poor masses. So I've been very happy for your works. I've been very happy.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And I believe the Biafra, and not this year, this year. It's my belief.
Thank you very much.
As far as our God is alive, this year. Because in all Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it always comes to pass. So far as I also and I this year, it will not. And I believe that is how it will be. Yes.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line. Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening, all Biafrans. Good evening, lovers of freedom. This is the only son of our beloved land, Biafra, and Onyeibe. The Wajai Miss Grant, alias Ndana Barimado. Sir, it is an interesting one today. Let me start by referring back to the first lecture you had with our mothers. I think they are listening to me. They asked a question, and in return, that question has two ways to answer it. It has a positive side, it has a negative side, but all of them are heading down for the restoration of Biafra. Whether the call for the restoration of Biafra remains the call for war, we will do it in a perfect way. They will not engage ourselves in any war that will take us more than 1 week. I assure them that. And also, let me go back again. Sir, do you remember that there is an orchestrated plan that the Caliphate agreed with the Britain that made them came out after 3 days and hands off their ammunition, that Sokoto Caliphate have won the Britain. Now, somebody is telling me that there is nothing behind what they have orchestrated then to tell me that I'm calling for freedom. There is a war. Now, it is a war because they don't want to run out from the agreement they held within themselves then. In 1959, so sure that the first census was alternated by this single-handed grouping against Biafrans. And somebody is telling me also that the call for freedom is a call for war. This is because the person has a reason to sell down the agreement of the Britons between the Sokoto Caliphate. So that is justice. But coming to this second lecture, I think there is a media deceptive strategy that they have used so much against us. You know that this afternoon I was just listening to one of the FM. This evening, yes, before your program coming. This evening, there's this program we were holding on this FM down here. They were telling the youth and the people of Nigeria who claim they are Nigeria to turn in their money in load their phone and call them. Tell them what is that kind of business you want to do, and you don't have the money, you don't have the capital, so that they give you ideas to do it. I was just laughing where I was. I said the Biafrans are naturally born, talented people. We don't need to learn any trade. Just give us the access and we'll do it more perfect than those who have learned it. Now, the question is this: why will you be asking the youth to turn in and give you their ideas when there are policies that are bringing us down every day in this country? We go out there to do some pattern business. They give you policies like the North and West Economic Agreement between Kule and Al-Haji. And they have fulfilled it. And you are telling me to give you idea. Which idea? There is no price control in this country. There is nothing that can back me up if I have a little, thought of ideas to survive myself in any business. And people are telling me that they don't have a plan against us. And you want me to believe that I'm in Nigeria? I can never even be in Nigeria. Sir, I want to tell Nwodo, I don't even know, since they born me, I've not seen Nwodo's face before. But yesterday I saw his face on Facebook. I realized, my spirit told me that man, if you run a DNA test on him, that man is a Fulani born Hausa man. And I'm telling him, Nwodo, if no other person can do it, me, I'm good in doing that. I'm not a born again if you think I'm a born again. Only the day I will get you, your life will be taken by me. Tell the whole world that I am the one insulting you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm back from here.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother Onyeibe who did not introduce himself, but we must continue. Thank you very much. This is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Honestly, the woman will carry belle, not the blue whistle, they deliver. And the woman waiting for labor room, they do. Now lie, they shout. Biafra is pregnant, and we are already in the labor room. And don't worry, it's just going to be a matter of time. The child will come forth. That having been said, instead of you busy trying to analyze us, just go and do the right thing. It really doesn't matter your position. But everybody, we will assure you in the end that Biafrans are going. Everybody must hail Biafra. Because we are Biafra and we make no apology about that. I want to appreciate those of you who were able to call in. My apology to those that cannot receive their call at this moment. But that having been said, tomorrow is another day. Do have a wonderful day or night ahead of you. Nde wonu, udo derende cho udo. Good night.
Biafra, in Biafra land, we're gonna take Saguari away from our back province. Legend Rasta, Baba Chums, boom. Danny, please on the